Hello and welcome to our video guide on citing websites in MLA style from the Los Angeles Southwest College Library. You can find many different types of sources on the internet. So when you're online, first try to identify what kind of source you're using. Let's start by taking a look at this particular website. As I'm looking through the website, I can tell that this is a website that contains many different types of articles in it. And for the purposes of citation, and if this is the source that I'm going to use, then I need to identify it as a web page inside of a larger website. We need to first identify the author of this web page or this article or this source. Typically, the author, if it's mentioned, is listed towards the top of the article, or you may have to scroll down to the bottom. In this example, the author is located right below the title of the article, and it's Rachel Allen. Next, we need to identify the title of the source or the title of the web page. And in this case, the article's title is right over here. It's How an Extraordinary Coincidence Inspired Lois Lowry's New Book about World War II. Next, we need to identify the title of the overall website, and this can usually be found towards the top of the page. Next, we need to identify the publisher or the company responsible for publishing this overall website. You can find that either by going to the About Us page if it has one, or by scrolling all the way to the bottom. In this example, Slate is published by the Slate Group and is part of the Graham Holdings Company. For citation purposes, Slate will be the publisher. However, in MLA style, if the name of the publisher is the same as the title of the website, then you do not include the publisher. Because if not, then you will just be listing the website title and the publisher, and it's the same and it'll be duplicated. And we don't want to do that. Next, we need to find the date of publication. Usually that information is also located towards the top next to the author or next to the title of the article. And in this case, it's April 22nd, 2020. Sometimes you may have to scroll all the way to the bottom to find the date of publication for that article. And lastly, we need to identify the URL or the link. And you can just take the link right from up top from the URL box, or try to identify a permanent link. In this case, the link at the top will work. Let's begin creating the citation for this website that will go in the Works Cited page. This paper has already been formatted properly according to MLA style. We're going to begin the citation for this website by listing the author's last name and then the first name, period, space. Next, inside quotation marks, we're going to enter the full title of the web page or the article. We're going to end it with a period, close the quotation marks. Notice that we're using title capitalization case for the title of the article. Next, I'm going to put a space and I'm going to type in italics the title of the overall website, which is Slate. Next, I'm going to add a comma, space, remove the italics function, and add the date in day, month, and year. The month is abbreviated. Comma, space, and next I am going to place the link or the URL. So I'm going to copy that URL, then paste it into my document. I'm going to remove the HTTPS : / to clean up that URL, and this is based on MLA guidelines. After the URL, I'm going to put a period, space. Next, I could add the access date, where I can list when I access this website. This is normally done either when the professor requires you to do so, or if the content on that website is going to change drastically or disappear. In this case, this is a stable website we do not need to add the access date unless that is requested by your professor. Next, I need to add the hanging indents. So I'm going to select my entire citation, and under the Home tab, I'm going to go to the Paragraph section and click on Paragraph Settings. Under Indentation, I am going to select Hanging. Under Spacing, I'm going to make sure that 0 points is set for both the before and after. And under Line Spacing, I am going to select Double. Next, I am going to click the box that says don't add space between paragraphs of the same style, and then click on OK. And here's my citation.